When you are thinking about buying a multiplex apartment building, let's say a triplex, fourplex, or even a mid-sized 10 to 12 unit building in the GTA, one of the first documents you would want to get your hands on is the rent roll. Think of the rent roll as the building's income snapshot. It's like a scorecard showing you who's living there, how much they're paying, and what kind of agreements are in place. Hi, my name is Ali. I am the co-owner of Home and Capital Realty, and we have been committed to helping clients buy, sell, and invest in real estate for over a decade. And this channel is all about educating and empowering people to make well-informed decisions, whether you're buying or selling or investing in real estate. And in this video, I'm going to walk you through what a rent roll is when purchasing multifamily apartment buildings. Let's jump in. So, what exactly is a rent roll? A rent roll is a detailed list of all the tenants in the building and the key information about each rental unit. At a glance, it tells you which units are currently rented, how much each tenant is paying in monthly rent, when their lease started and when it ends, whether they're on a fixed-term lease or month to month. If any tenants are behind on rent, or called rent arrears, or the unit number or address for each suite. Sometimes a rent roll will also show the size of the unit, whether it's a 1-bedroom, 2-bedroom, whether the utilities are included, and even notes about the rent increases or long-standing tenants. If you are buying a multiplex, you're not just buying a piece of real estate, you're buying a stream of rental income. And the rent roll tells you exactly how much income you can expect to receive from day one. Let's say the building has 6 units and each one is rented at $1,800 per month. The rent roll confirms that the total monthly income is $10,800. That's crucial when you are evaluating if the building is worth the asking price. But it's not just about the total income. How the rent is structured also matters too. You might notice that one tenant is paying way below the market rent, maybe $1,200, when everybody else is paying $1,800. That could be a long-term tenant under Ontario rent control rules, meaning that you cannot raise the rent quickly, even if the market rent is much higher. That affects your cash flow and future income potential. What else can you learn from a rent roll? Let's break it down further. Say you notice there are 3 out of 10 tenants are on a month-to-month lease. That means there is flexibility. You might be able to increase rent more easily, well, within legal limits, or even plan renovations or upgrades to increase the building's value over time. But if all the tenants are locked into long-term leases at low rents, your income won't change much for a while. That's fine if the price reflects that, but you need to know it before making an offer. Also, if you see arrears, say one tenant has not paid in 2 months, that is a red flag. It does not necessarily kill the deal, but it is something to factor in. You will want to understand the story. Is this a one-time issue? Is it a tenant who chronically pays late? You are inheriting the tenants when you buy the building, so you need to know what kind of problems you might step into. How is it used during the purchase? When you are evaluating a multiplex, the rent roll works hand in hand with the financials. Lenders will look at it to verify income. Your accountant, your mortgage agent might compare it to utility bills, property taxes to calculate the building's cash flow, and whether it makes sense financially. You would also use the rent roll to help determine the cap rate, a metric that investors use to measure a property's return. If the numbers on the rent roll are strong, the building might offer solid returns. In short, the rent roll gives you a clear, honest picture of the building's income potential. It helps you answer key questions like, is this property making money? Can I raise the rent? Are there any problem tenants? And what kind of income am I walking into? It's one of the first documents you should ask for, and one of the most important to understand when buying a multiplex apartment building in the GTA. All right, guys, I hope you find this information helpful. Please don't forget to give the video a like and subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you in the next video.